welcome back to my channel. This is Aleija's Angels and Ascension, and today I'm gonna do a pick a pile what blessings are coming your way in the next 3 to 5 days. Pile 1 is gonna be this green stone. I'm not sure what it's called. Pile 1. And then pile 2, I'm gonna do obsidian. So pile 1, green stone. Pile 2, obsidian. Let's get into it. All right. So, first we're gonna start with the general energy. I've already shuffled the decks. So let's see the general energy of what blessings are coming your way in the next 2 to 5 days. Angels, guides, please bring me these messages and allow them to come through with clarity. Allow them to come through with clarity. Allow them to make sense. What is the overall energy? What is coming to my pile 1? Temperance, okay. Sagittarius energy, healing. Some of you guys might be doing some self-care, replenishing yourselves. Ooh, okay. And the 7 of Cups. So a lot of opportunities are coming your way. 7s represent an invitation. So this is an invitation to have a lot of opportunities. And it means that you're gonna be having to make a choice. Maybe you're gonna have to make a choice about how you're gonna do self-care, or you guys could be healing some of your shadow side. Might be doing some shadow work, some of you guys. So let's keep going. So the blessing that's coming your way in the next 2 to 5 days is healing and shadow work, possibly. Even guidance, because, you know, the angel here definitely represents, like, you being protected. What's going on, Spirit? What's coming to my pile number 1? I'm burping. Releasing anxiety and fear. I feel like you guys are there's something that's gonna be, you're gonna be doing some healing that releases some anxiety and some fear. And it's like, it's a slow process. Like, you might just be dipping your toes in, because you see she's dipping her toes in this water. She's not just jumping all the way in. And you're definitely being, like, you have some heavy protection in the next 3 to 5 days as you do this healing, as you do this self-care, because the Temperance card is really about knowing I have to pour into myself before I can pour into somebody else. You see those cups that she's pouring back and forth. What is coming, what blessings are coming in my pile 1, the green stone, my pile 1. If you select a pile 1, green stone, this is you. Hopefully I didn't mess it up, because my memory is short, so I be showing the piles and then not quickly I forget. Some of y'all might have seen in my last video, I showed the piles, but it ended up being the same 2 stones, so I don't know. I think everything happens for a reason though, so, okay. The Devil card, okay. Now, I was talking about shadow work. So some of you guys might be working on shadow work that has to do with your desires, or some of you guys, it might be about addictions. It could be smoking, it could be drinking. But the Devil card represents things that bring us pleasure, things that we love, but sometimes these things can have us tied down a little bit too much. So maybe you guys are doing some shadow work and doing some healing about what things are holding you back too much, what things you're maybe like I don't know how else to say it, but like maybe you're having too much fun, or you've been out too much, or you've just been doing too much of whatever addiction, if that's something you have. It might just be addicted. You might just be addicted to the company of somebody else, because this can also represent like codependence. And then the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles, the first thing I think of is family. So some of you guys could be healing with your family. Specifically a Capricorn, the Devil's Capricorn energy. Also Taurus and Virgo could just be a earth sign. Some of you guys could be doing some budgeting. Maybe that's the blessing that's coming in the next 3 to 5 days. So 10 of Pentacles is about your money. It's about, you know, having enough to go around for everybody. Okay, the 2 of Cups, representing partnerships. They can be platonic, they can be romantic, they can be familial. That will be different for everybody, so just apply which one goes to you. But you guys might be doing some healing about even how you distribute your finances, how you give money away to your friends or family. Maybe you don't need to be giving away money to your family, and you do, but right now you might need to reserve some more, like some of it for yourself. And it doesn't even have to be just money. It could be your time as well. What blessings are coming in the next 3 to 5 days? But this could also be somebody like giving you money as well. Somebody from your family maybe giving you money, because maybe you help out a lot. So this is an invitation for somebody to give back to you. And then we have the 7 of Swords. So I feel like the blessing that's coming in the next 3 to 5 days is there's going to be a truth, an invitation to open up and talk about your codependency or your addiction, and you could be talking about that with your family. Some of you guys might need to tell them the truth about an addiction, and maybe some of you guys need to tell them the truth about getting help, or it's just about you saying no if you're not able to give to somebody. 2 sevens, so you guys might be seeing 7s. And like I said earlier, 7 is an opportunity, an invitation actually, an invitation to do something. So the 7 swords is like, this girl is stealing these swords, but it's like you're in broad daylight. So it's basically just saying how the truth always comes to light. Okay, let's get some clarification. So the next 3 to 5 days, there's going to be something that comes to light, some type of truth. And I think that truth is, it's an invitation for you to open up the truth about how much you're giving, how much energy you really have to give. Because maybe you're addicted to giving. And right now you have to open up and do shadow work about why you feel the need to give so much. And what don't you need to give? What do you need to give to yourself? Can I need some clarification, please, Spirit? Why is the Devil card here? And then at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups can represent either an idea, like a download that Spirit has been giving you, or it can also represent a connection, like starting, a brand new connection starting. But then I see the Queen of Swords underneath and the Queen of Pentacles. So it could just be an honest conversation that needs to be had with a loved one. And again, it could be something about finances, because the Queen of Pentacles is here, the 10 of Pentacles is here. Pentacles are representative of, money or things that we build that need to grow, that take time to grow. And I see the Ace of Wands too, so if you had a question before you came into this reading, the answer is yes. Why is the Devil here, Spirit? Clarify, please. Thank you. The 5 of Wands. Ooh, dang. Didn't even do all that. Okay, yep. 5 of Wands. So this represents like competing with somebody, feeling competitive, fighting. It represents fighting to the top. It also could represent like just fighting with somebody over something that like didn't really have to be a fight. Like I said, different storylines apply. Which one will go to you? Take what resonates and leave what does not. Yeah, so the Devil with the 5 of Wands could be like a representative of you fighting an addiction, or you fighting with something like, just something like, it doesn't have to be an addiction. It's just something that brings you pleasure, that maybe you're questioning, like, is this too much? Am I doing it too much? Fighting with yourself about codependency, relying on something or someone. And 5s are representative of conflict. They're representative of change, difficult times, because change is just difficult sometimes. So maybe the blessing that's coming in the next 3 to 5 days is you like having this inner conflict with yourself or with someone else about your pleasures, about your addictions, and really getting to the bottom of it. Like I said, I started this all off talking about shadow work. So this could be the shadow work that you're doing the next 2 to 5 days, is like just inner conflict with yourself about what are the things that I may be doing them too much with, to the point where they're tying me down and maybe getting me unfocused off of the things that I really need to be doing. Okay, Spirit, let me get a clarification for this 10 of Pentacles. Why is the 10 of Pentacles here, Spirit? Why is the 10 of Pentacles here? Why is the 10 of Pentacles here? And then I was just thinking, when I saw the Ace of Cups, I'm thinking of the 2 of Cups, and the Ace of Cups would be the 3 of Cups. So I feel like for some of you guys, this could be about, you know, partying or just reuniting with family. Maybe you guys need to reunite with family, or you've been wanting to. The Knight of Cups, okay, with the 10 of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups is Prince Charming, and Knights are about how we move our body. So Knight of Cups is representative of like how you're gonna physically move with your emotions, like who you want to share your emotions with. So it looks like in the next 2 to 5 days, you have an opportunity to, you know, share your emotions and your feelings with your family. Why is the 2 of Cups here? Family or soulmate or loved one, because you have the 2 of Cups here. And also too, like I think this shadow work is about how you interact with your family in general. Because like I said, the Knights are about how we move our body. So I think it's you're getting an opportunity to just reflect on the opportunities that you have to engage with your family and how you want to go about those. The 2 of Cups with the Moon card. With the Moon card, I always think about how you feel, because it's Cancer energy, also Scorpio and Pisces energy. But this is something like a feeling that you just trust and you just know and you just go with it. But it could have a lot of anxiety and fear behind it. Like there's a lot of darkness in this card. So like there's a lot that you don't know. The Moon card is representing like following our intuition. Even when we don't know what we're doing, that's what we're doing. We're just following our feelings. So there's some, in the next 2 to 5 days, I feel like you're gonna have this opportunity to really, the blessing that's coming in is you're gonna have an opportunity to really just, I feel like, because the Moon also reminds me of hidden emotions. So and I already talked about the 7 of Swords. So it's like there's something hidden that's coming out, and you're gonna have an opportunity to just talk to somebody and tell them what hidden feelings you might have, what under the surface feelings you might have that you don't normally talk about. And it's something healing. Like it's like something like maybe this, I just feel like it's this healing conversation that you need to have with a loved one. The 3 of Wands with the 7 of Swords, okay. The 3 of Wands is representative of waiting for your blessings to come in. Like you see this guy waiting for the ships to come. He's waiting for the ship to come in. It's like you've made a decision about something, about some type of truth, and now you're just preparing for the future. So I feel like in the next 3 to 5 days, the blessing that's coming in is an opportunity for you to just share with somebody something that you feel like, or even share with yourself something that you feel like might be codependent on you, or you might be addicted to, or just doing too much of that one thing. And this is an opportunity for you to move on, have that conversation maybe out loud with somebody else, or even with yourself, even with a spirit guide, and be like, just reevaluate, really. And then the 3 of Wands is like you're planning for the future. You're just you've already planned, and you're just waiting for the next thing to come. So the thing after the 3 of Wands, the card after the 3 of Wands, the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands is about, you know, accomplishing success, doing the things that you want to do, celebrating milestones. So I feel like this honest conversation is a blessing, and it's coming in the next 2 to 5 days, and it's going to be this opportunity for you to move forward. Like it's going to provide this opportunity for you to move forward from this place that you're in. And the bottom of the deck energy is the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the 5 of Pentacles. And I just keep seeing like 2 people. So definitely could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that you're having a conversation with. You could be a water sign. And the 5 of Pentacles like is about being put out in the cold, feeling left behind. So you might be talking to somebody who you felt left behind in, somebody who left you out in the cold, or this could be this person, they could be bringing this conversation to you. And then the 5 again, now I'm seeing 2 5s, and I was talking about the 5s are about changes, difficulties. And the 5 of Pentacles, it could be difficulty in your pockets, like it could be like you feeling like you don't really have enough of everything you want to have enough of, physical materials. I think it's gonna be a very passionate conversation. And just the way like they're there for each other right here in this card, like I'm really focusing on that. So I feel like it's just gonna be something that ends up bringing you closer to this person once you get this off your chest, or even something that brings you closer to yourself. You're gonna be reevaluating like what is lack, because lack is just a mindset. Like thinking that you don't have a lot is a mindset. Like there's people who don't have a lot, but they aren't tripping off of it. Like they are happy with what they have, they appreciate what they have. So it's like it doesn't matter. Like if you ask them, they're not going to tell you that they lack anything. They're going to tell you I have everything that I need. Okay, let me get a Queen. So yeah, I feel like you have this really honest reflection of self coming in the next 3 to 5 days, where you might be reflecting on lack. I think that's part of your shadow work. Like I think this is a shadow work that allows you to do a lot of things, but like because shadow work, it comes in different forms, right? Like there's different shadows to work on. So I feel like you're going to be picking the shadow, because it's 7 of Cups selection, right? So I think you're going to be picking the shadow that has to do with your codependence or your addictions or your pleasure, and deciding like, just because I don't have these pleasures doesn't mean that I don't have anything. Just because I don't have everything I want doesn't mean that I don't have anything. Like having family is, a blessing. A lot of people don't have that. They don't even have that. So you just have to, it's all about perspective. Like what you do and what you don't have is literally just perspective. Okay, let me get a Queen. What blessings are coming in the next 3 to 5 days? What blessings are coming in the next 3 to 5 days, Spirit? What blessings are coming in the next 3 to 5 days for my pile 1? What blessings are coming in, Spirit, for my pile 1 in the next 3 to 5 days? What blessings are coming to them in the next 3 to 5 days for my pile number 1? Okay, number 1, fitting. It is Seasons, and this is Nana Baluka. And I'm just instantly picking up on the purple, which just makes me think of your crown chakra. So I feel like this is like, and even seeing like the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, like this is something that it's gonna be a very heartfelt, very passionate encounter with someone else or with yourself. That's gonna leave you reflecting a lot. Like this is just very reflective. This is very just in your own head. So Nana Baluka is the most high supreme being, primordial mother, I might be saying that wrong, grandmother of all the deities, and Dahome's wise woman, herbalist, and healer. You have entered a new cycle that is very old. Allow yourself to become present. Trust in divine timing. Don't be in such a hurry. There are no shortcuts here. Are you ready for a new beginning? You are in or entering a new season that will force you to evolve. This is a time of major transition. You are not stuck. You are holding on to patterns. Change can be terrifying. Allow yourself to be mentored. When you choose a new path, you are ripe for self-sabotage. A commitment from the university. Why did I say that? University? Some of you guys are in college. Maybe this is about school. Allow yourself to, A commitment test from the universe may pop up to delay this new pathway. Stay the course. Your time is now. Declaration, I am limitless. I just really noticed how it says divine timing, because the card that I'm seeing over here but I didn't bring up, but I'm gonna bring it up now, is this Wheel of Fortune, and that's all about divine timing. It's all like, this has been coming, this is something that has been coming, and you don't know when, you don't know why, but and you might not understand it, but it's gonna be for your best benefit in the end. It might not feel amazing, like I don't think shadow work feels that great when you're doing it, but after, when you have the results of like expanding yourself, you'll feel happy about it. You'll be like, I'm glad I did that reflection on myself. And it says, don't be in such a hurry. And I was talking about from the beginning, like how she's dipping her toes in this water. Like, it's not like this instant thing that you heal. It takes time. And also too, like even selecting where you want, like that might take time. Like selecting what shadow work you want to do, that might be taking some time for you. Maybe you've been thinking of being reflective about a bunch of different stuff, but it's like you have to pick one little corner to start in. Like you can't just jump all in there at one time. What else did I notice here? Yeah, and I was talking about the fives too, transition, change. Like it's hard to do. It's a big change for you. Maybe you've never done shadow work before, or maybe this is the first time you're getting more serious about it, really getting into it. But it's gonna cause you to evolve. Like I was talking about all this reflection, it's gonna cause you to evolve. But you could also, like I said, it mentioned like you could also sabotage yourself though. And then the bottom of the deck energy is, what's her name? Swache, number 3. And 1 is a new beginning. I've seen 2 aces. So like it's like everything, it's gonna feel like just a brand new start once you start doing this shadow work. You're gonna feel like a new you. And then number 3, grounding. 3 is representative of a collaborative effort of working together. So it's like, I feel like some of you guys, like I said, it might be a conversation with just you and yourself, but it also could be a conversation with your guides. Like maybe your guides are helping you heal and do shadow work. Or it could be that you need to reach out to somebody and have, like, say out loud to somebody else, like, what these things are that have you, I don't know what to say, trapped? No, I don't want to say trapped, just things that you're just addicted to that maybe you want to stop. Like, maybe some of you feel like you're competing too much with your family, or you're fighting too much with your family, and it's like you want to have a heart-to-heart with them and tell them that you don't want to do that and that you want to move forward, you know, with honesty into the future. Or maybe you feel like somebody in the family is competing with you and you don't like it, you don't want that. So you want to let that off your chest. Like I said, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm reading different storylines for different people because it's going to be different for everybody. So number 3, in the bottom, the message on there is grounding. You may know great ancestress Soache, the woman the woman forced to perform as the Hottentot Venus in 19th century London. But before that, she was Swache, a girl in South Africa who deserved better. And it says, protect your magic. Your heart is your own. Your body is your own. Your mind is your own. Your truth and story are your own. Be rooted in truth. Create healthy boundaries. Your energy is unsteady. Breathe, come into the present, say out loud, I am here. Trauma, stress, overwhelm, anxiety, and fear disconnect you from your body. Grounding keeps you present. When you feel rootless or unsettled, come back to your breath. Meditation and breath work are grounding. Try earthing, connecting your feet to the soil. Free writing, clapping, stomping, and rubbing your hands together are all grounding. Declaration, I am firmly planted and deeply rooted. And I was talking about the earth energy with the pentacles, so I feel like the blessing that's coming your way in the next 2 to 5 days is you're going to feel very grounded. You're going to be grounded yourself. You're going to be you might be setting boundaries with somebody, because I've been talking about how there possibly is somebody else that you need to have an honest conversation with. Maybe that you'll be setting boundaries with that person. Because like I said, I talked about codependency, but that's not for everybody, but some people, that's what I'm talking about for them. You might be codependent or feeling like somebody's codependent on you for something, and you're setting a healthy boundary for yourself. Because I talked about it, first card, overall energy, the blessing that's coming in is you doing self-care. you pouring into yourself before you pour into somebody else. So yeah, some of you guys might just be setting boundaries with somebody who you feel like might be doing too much, might be, you know, taking away from you giving to yourself. Then I'm gonna get some closing messages. Pile 1 needs to know what blessings are coming in the next 3 to 5 days. What blessings are coming in the next 3 to 5 days. What blessings are coming in the next 3 to 5 days. What blessings are coming in the next 3 to 5 days. 4 of Pentacles, okay. Now, I was talking about budgeting earlier, so some of you guys might be building a budget. But the 4 of Pentacles is just representing like holding on to the things that are important to you. That could be money, could be possessions, could be ideas. The Tower. Okay. Tower is like the most major surrender. So the blessing that's coming in the next 3 to 5 days is you're gonna have to surrender to something. You're gonna be having to sacrifice something that you like to do, but it's all for your bettering in the late. 4 of Pentacles, Tower, and then the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. So this is looking at everything different, seeing things from a higher perspective. So the next 2 to 5 days, the blessings that are coming in is you're going to be able to see how something that may have been hurtful, may have felt like everything was crashing and burning, something that you were really trying to avoid, it's going to happen and you're going to have to surrender to it. The Lovers, the 4 of Pentacles. Something that you love. For some of you guys, it's a person. For some of you guys, it's just about you. Because the Lovers doesn't have to be about another person. The Lovers is Gemini energy. It's about communication. So with the 4 of Pentacles, it's going to be an opportunity to open up because you've been holding something back. This might be an opportunity for you to really communicate how you feel about something. And the Lovers card, when I see it, I think of like the things that you like and appreciate in other people. They're really qualities that you have in yourself, but you don't necessarily appreciate yourself for those qualities, because a lot of us don't sit there and appreciate ourselves out loud for the qualities that we have, but we compliment them in other people. The Chariot, and that represents, you know, having balance with the yin and yang at the bottom, and it's also moving quickly on something. So this is coming fast. Like I said, this is about the next 3 to 5 days, so that makes sense. It's you opening up, you being honest about the things that you like and the things that you don't like about something, and not holding those feelings back anymore. Definitely some type of guidance is pushing it. Like it's like, yeah, this has been coming. It's been coming, but it's happening now. Tower, okay, what's this Tower spirit? It's a Tower. What does my pile 1 need to know? Of blessings, okay. Yep, 5 of Cups, okay. Crying over, don't want to cry over spilled milk. Judgment card. So the 5 of Cups and the Judgment card, again, more Sagittarius energy. So definitely confirmation, some of you guys, the Tower is representing just the shadow work that you're doing, and it's just going to shake you up a little bit, because shadow work is a lot. It's a lot emotionally, so you might be surrendering to some shadow work that is very difficult for you to reflect on, because it's about things that you feel like you have lost. But the whole point of the shadow work is to show you out of those things that you've lost, what have you gained? Like, what do you have? Because it's not about the spilled cups. Like, she has 2 perfectly good cups right here, but she's focused on the spilled cups. So like, some of you guys might be feeling depressed about the things that you don't have, and the blessing that's coming in the next 2 to 5 days is recognizing how losing those things actually led to a betterment of yourself. Judgment card. Instantly the first thing I think is a decision. Like, so you made a decision to, like, you have to make the decision to surrender to that tower. Like, if you don't surrender, you're not gonna see the beauty of it happening, because this doesn't look very beautiful. But the whole point of the tower is God is coming in and he's intervening on something that you created, but you didn't create it on stable foundation, so you have to create it again, but with solid foundations. And not the only way to learn that is to build it up the way that you think you need to build it up, and then have somebody, the divine, knock it down to show you that it wasn't built correctly, and then you'll build it better the next time. The tower and judgment, yeah, so definitely coming in, somebody's coming in and helping you with that. And for some of you guys, it might be an apology. Like, maybe you guys feel like you need to apologize to somebody for something, or somebody needs to feel the need to apologize to you. It could have had to do with this competing energy that I was picking up, or it could have been having to do with this addiction energy. Maybe you guys have been addicted to one thing and neglecting other people doing that. So you, in the next 2 to 5 days, you will be getting an apology or giving an apology to somebody for doing that. The Hanged Man. Why is the Hanged Man here? What blessings are coming in the next 3 to 5 days? Okay, I'm gonna take it up. Okay, so 4 of Wands. No, I was literally talking about the 4 of Wands. It's like this is an energy about, like, I call it the 1111 card. See those 2 11s there? Those could be something that you wish for, and it's like, you gotta be careful. Not you gotta be careful, but when you wish for something, you're not just gonna get your wish. You're gonna get things that you didn't want. Like, it's like how this season's card was talking about, like, there's commitment tests. Like, you have to be really committed to the things that you wish for, or it won't happen. So in the next 2 to 5 days, I feel like you're gonna be getting this new perspective on losing something to gain something else. And you're gonna be seeing it from a higher perspective, like how these losses made, I'm sorry, I keep doing this. Oh my gosh. Okay. How these losses were actually a gain, and they were helping you to get to your success. Because the 4 of Wands is about celebrations. It could be a birthday, but it also could be a graduation. It could be a promotion at work. And then the 6 of Swords in the reverse. Blessings that are coming in the next 3 to 5 days are the 6 of Swords in reverse is giving me, like, having a hard time, because this is about moving to calmer waters with the help of a spirit guide. So I think in the next 3 to 5 days, you might be having a hard time with it. You might be having a hard time getting into that shadow work. You might have a hard time moving on from something. And I feel like what you're getting with this guidance is help to see it from a higher perspective, help to not be so angry about maybe what happened and how it didn't work out, or maybe about somebody's lying, maybe about somebody's deceit. But it's just like with this reverse, it's like it's giving me, like, not wanting to do it. This is about seeing things differently. There's things that you didn't want to do, but you really have to see it differently and see what did it bring. What does it bring for you? How does it serve you? And 6 of Swords is moving on to a calmer place, moving on to something more peaceful. So I feel like it being in reverse is like I'm stuck. It's like hard for you to see why maybe in a certain milestone or accomplishment is not happening, but it's because you have to surrender to this guide, trying to help you, guide you to be more calmer waters, to less of a hard situation. Bottom of the deck energy, the Eight of Pentacles, behind it, the Three of Swords, and the Four of Swords. That's all pain. Three of Swords is pain. But it's still like confirming like what I'm saying, like the Four of Swords, like you had to rest. The Three of Swords, you had emotional turmoil, you had something painful. It could be heartbreak, it could just be something emotionally painful. But I feel like all of those things pay off in your work with the Eight of Pentacles. Like, you're a hard worker, you put precision into what you do, and that in some ways is driven by those hard times that you've been through. So yeah, I feel like the blessing next 2 to 5 days is just seeing how pain does produce greatness, or how you can use your pain to develop greatness. Okay, that's all I have for you, Pile 1. I hope that you guys liked it. I hope that you guys got something from this reading. Subscribe, like, comment, send it to a friend, and yeah, share. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I'm getting? No, that's all I'm getting. Okay, see you guys in my next reading. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. If you selected Black Obsidian, this is your group. And we're going to be doing what blessings are coming your way the next 2 to 5 days. We're going to start with a general overall energy, and we're going to get right into it, okay? This lighting is really bothering me. But I was thinking, like, whatever the sun be touching, it's highlighting those chakras. So I was thinking maybe, like, there's something about a truth here, speaking your mind. Okay, Six of Cups. What blessings are coming in the next 2 to 5 days for my pile 2? The King of Swords. As I say that, the truth is here. It's here. Six of Cups. And this is like basically describing a nostalgic feeling, something from your childhood that you loved, or it could be a person that you feel very sweetly about because you've just known them for so long. It's very sweet and tender love, right? Okay. Sixes are about balance, they're about harmony, they're about peace. So you could be having a very honest conversation with somebody close to you. It could be an air sign with this King of Swords, a Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, or you could be an air sign. But it's about you got something to bring to the table. Next 2 to 5 days, you're gonna be bringing something to the table, like some type of truth, some type of honesty. It could be like you talking about your childhood, you talking about your past with somebody. Seven of Cups, okay? Sevens are an opportunity, or not an opportunity, an invitation. That's what they are. This is an invitation to make a decision, or an invitation to having, you're gonna have a lot of choices, a lot of options. And I feel like you're gonna have to choose what way you're gonna go about this. Let me keep going though. Next 3 to 5 days. Why does it keep hitting stuff? Okay, High Priestess, Pisces energy. Whoever pops into your mind as I'm doing this, that's who it's about, right? So I think you already know who I'm talking about. You might know exactly who I'm talking about already. High Priestess. And the High Priestess is like the most tapped in. Like, she's just like naturally, like, they just know stuff. Like, it's just about something that you know. Like, I feel like you know that you have to be honest with somebody, or somebody knows that they have to be honest with you. The Two of Swords, but they're trying to figure out how to do it. I feel like they're seeking spiritual guidance on how to bring this message forward, how to share this truth with you, or vice versa. You're thinking about how to bring something forward to somebody else, and it's something that you don't really want anybody else to interfere with. With this Two of Swords, you see, like, there's nobody else here. She's just in her own mind, and she's listening to her intuition. So the blessings that are coming in the next 2 to 5 days is you getting something possibly off of your chest, or just sharing some honest truth, being really open with somebody, not trying to save their feelings either. Like, it's just dead honest, which makes sense because I was talking about how, like, I feel like my mouth and my throat chakra are super highlighted, so it's about talking. Like, this is annoying though. Like, I could be looking like this, but I look like this. Like, it's okay. It's okay. So I'm also talking about like how I'm just talking about the difference of how things could be. Like, I feel like you're having this. You might be having some type of mental. You're just trapped in your own mind about how to do something, how to say something. But it's like you already know exactly what you should do and exactly how to say it, exactly how to move. But I feel like you just think you don't. Okay, Page of Wands. Also, too, this could be about you just being honest with yourself about something that you really want. And it could be something that you've wanted for a long time. It could be something that you've wanted since you were a kid, like the Six of Cups. And then the Page of Wands just came out, and that's basically representing like an idea. Like, it's like, I have this idea. Like, she's looking at this wand like, oh my god, like I could do so much with this. I could build a whole palace with this. But it's just an idea. It's like I have to still figure it out. Like, how do I do it? And that's what I was kind of saying too. Like, I feel like you know how to do it already, but you're just questioning it. You're debating if that's really the best way to do it. Like, you're like, I could do it like that, but there's also 6 other ways that I could do it. Like, but I think maybe there's just something that's like soft and sweet. Like, it's like not wanting to crush it, not wanting to hurt it, not wanting to do too much. Like, it's like you want to save your own feelings, spare your own feelings, or spare someone else's feelings. But at the same time, I think you know that the situation calls for possibly somebody's feelings getting hurt, and that's okay, because you can't always, tell the truth and not hurt anybody's feelings. Sometimes the truth hurts. Why is the 7 of Cups here, Spirit? Why is the 7 of Cups here? What blessings are coming in the next 3 to 5 days? I'm just thinking about a secret right now. Because the High Priestess, I feel like they be just figuring out, like, people just be telling them secrets, not knowing that they're telling them a secret. The 10 of Swords, okay. And the bottom of the deck has the 10 of Swords card on it, but it's the advice version, so it's letting you know everything is fine. Bottom of that is, you have 2 advice cards, literally, okay. And this is like, I consider this one of the best cards of the deck, so I feel like something very positive is going to come out of this situation where you are sharing this truth with somebody, or this truth with yourself, with you being honest with yourself about what you really need and what you really want, what you really desire. So this is the card I'm saying, another advice card that I consider like the best card of the deck. It says, you are a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities. Through this deck, may you find a path to your best self. So I feel like this is about you getting to your best self. The 10 of Wands, this is about being overwhelmed. It might be very overwhelming to get to your best self. You might feel like you just have too much on your plate, but also you feel like you don't want to ask anybody for help. But like this girl's head is like tucked down deep in these wands, like she really can't see what's going on in front of her, and that's an issue. Like you gotta know when to ask for help. So maybe in the next 3 to 5 days, you're gonna have an opportunity to ask for help, the help that you need, to help you make a decision about what you're going to do next, basically. And then underneath that was the 7 of Pentacles. So maybe you've been waiting to do this. 7 of Pentacles, also again another invitation. So this is an invitation to patience, and it's also an invitation to really expanding and doing something amazing, because 7s are also about divine intervention. So it's like you might be having this like idea or this thought about how to move forward, how to be your best self, how to not be overwhelmed, but it's like you're just waiting for Like, this is about planting your seeds and waiting for them to grow. So maybe you have asked for help, or maybe you've just thought about asking for help, but like, it's like you really got to do it now. Like, you've thought about every person that you could talk to about the situation, and it's like, now I'm actually gonna do it. Like, now it's like really time for me to plant these seeds, and then they'll grow. It's about patience. Like, it doesn't just happen instantly. Okay, let's continue. Keep going with the clarification. So I got 10 of Swords. And this card is depicting how you have to look your past in the face. Like, it's all about gaining wisdom from the decisions that you've already made. So for some of you guys, it might be like the next 2 to 5 days, the blessing that's coming in is you're gonna have an invitation to confront something from your past and figure out what wisdom you've gained from it with the 10 of Swords. And also too, with the 10 of Swords, it's about something that's plaguing your mind. Like, but you're choosing now to complete the cycle. Like, some thought has been plaguing your mind. You've been thinking really heavily about how to do something, how to go about it. All these swords, like, how do I do it? But realistically, all you have to do is make a choice. All you have to do is make a choice, and then you can deal with the repercussions of it later. And I feel like you guys are gonna, like, the choice that you're gonna make is going to be a good choice. It's gonna be a choice that you can reflect on and be like, yeah, I learned from that. Okay. The Ace of Wands. So if you guys had any questions when you came into this reading, the answer is yes. The Ace of Wands. And this is an opportunity to do something creative, to expand, to build. Like, this is the universe giving you an opportunity. It's an opportunity for some of you guys to act on something that you already know what you should do. And it's just to show you that you can trust your intuition, that you should trust your intuition, and to keep moving forward with that. The Two of Swords. Let's see. Why is the Two of Swords here, Spirit? Why is the Two of Swords here? Why is the Two of Swords here? What blessings are coming in the next 3 to 5 days? It's like, I'm just hearing like, yes, like your intuition is right. Yes, like what you think you should do is what you should do. It may have been something like, you just keep thinking about it and thinking about it because you don't know how to do it, but it's like you're gonna figure out that you do know how to do it. You have the answer already. The Star, Aquarius energy, also Gemini and Libra energy. Stuck with a dream, stuck. It's like in the next 2 to 5 days, something that's coming is getting unstuck on some thought, on some truth, on how to do it, how to be your more honest self, how to speak your truth more. Even it could be with yourself. But the Star is representative of hope. It's representative of faith. It's representative of healing. And it's like when you wish on a star, like whatever you're wishing, it's gonna come true. But it's like not without work, not without faith, not without hope. And those are things that like you have to be patient with. And I was talking about divine intervention, like you have to be patient. Like it just comes at a certain time in divine timing. You can't really select that or choose that. But it's like you're trying to make a decision how to move forward with a dream. Okay, let me keep going. The next 2 to 5 days, I really just feel like you're figuring out, you're tackling your dreams, you're tackling your hope, your faith, and I really feel like you're channeling it. You're really channeling your hope and your faith and your dreams and your intuition. Like you're putting all these things together because there's some idea that you have that you want to do, something that you want to go get. Yeah, literally, the Nine of Cups. What I just say, please. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for the confirmation. The Nine of Cups. This is literally on my way to my dreams coming true. Like, this is the dream come true card. But, like, you have to be patient because if you don't go through your journey, the destination does not mean shit. So I feel like in the next 2 to 5 days, you're going to be really focusing on what is your dream and how you're going to achieve it and how you're going to have hope and how you're going to have faith through the situation. Like, you got an idea, but you're really figuring it out. Let me see. The Page of Wands or the Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. An idea about, like, an intuitive download, something creative. Again, like I keep talking about creativity. This is something you're passionate about, something you're creative about, some idea that you're working on. And here's the Wise One, the Hierophant, here to bless this reading. And it's also about like mentorship. So maybe in the next 2 to 5 days, you're gonna find a mentor to talk to about your dream and like how to do it and how to get it off the ground. Like, this feels like something very like you want to get it off the ground, but you might just need a collaborative effort from somebody else to help you figure out like what's the next move, because I have all these ideas but I don't know what to do with them. That person also could be a spirit guide. But this card is representative of Taurus energy, and it's about the throat chakra, which is funny because I was talking about that when the reading started. So it's about you sharing your truth, you telling your stories, and people wanting to hear them, people wanting to hear what you have to say. The Ten of Pentacles, it could be about family, it could be about sharing something with your family, sharing an idea with your family about something you want to do, and it's an idea that you think could really be beneficial and financially set you up later, because this is also about money and having enough to go around and enough to give to everybody. So I feel like in the next 2 to 5 days, you're either going to have this groundbreaking idea or you already have it and you're going to toss it around to somebody else and you guys are going to work it out together. Like, they're just going to give you something that helps with the idea to help progress it. Okay, let's see. Let me get a queen here. I feel like this reading, I'm also like, I don't know, I feel like it's zooming by. It's zooming. Like, I don't know, like this feels very clear and to the point, which is like the specialty of the King of Swords. Like, he's not tiptoeing around anything. Bottom of the deck, or not bottom of the deck, but here is the card that came out, the Queen. And this is Mama Jumbo. And her message is shine. Some of you guys could be Capricorns. I'm just looking at these big horns. Or Aries. You could be Aries, because I think this might be a ram. But this card is about like literally letting people hear your voice and shining. So I feel like in the next 2 to 5 days, you're gonna have this opportunity to really say exactly how you feel, get it all out there. And it's most likely about how you feel about either another person, something that you just want to be honest with them about. But I think it's an idea, it's a dream. It's like, it's an opportunity for you to talk about your dream to somebody. And it might be a dream that you've really been keeping to yourself with the Two of Swords, because you don't want anybody putting their negative 2 cents in. You just really want this between you and spirit or the divine, whatever you consider that to be, whatever higher power you believe in. You just want to keep it between you and them. But it's something that needs to be talked about. Like, when you talk about things, you speak them into existence. And that's the message I'm kind of picking up here. Where's mine? Okay. 32 breaks down to 5 too, which is about changes, difficulty. Like, it's not easy to come out and just start. Like, if you're more of a silent person, you are in your mind a lot, which you might be with this because of this King of Swords. Air signs are definitely like a lot in their head. They're very logical. So it's like you might just feel like part of your idea doesn't have like logic to it, and that's why you're not sharing it. But it's like, you never know, you could share it with somebody and they can help you. They might throw in that thing that you need to hear. Okay, Okay. She glitters as a guardian of lush green forests of Guinea-Bissau. I don't know how to say that. If her name sounds familiar, it is because Mama Jumbo's name was misconstrued by colonizers and replaced with the term Mumbo Jumbo, meaning gibberish. She still shines. You were born to shine. Be seen, be heard, be a movement. We need to know your name. We want to learn your dance. Daring to rise and shine starts with rise and shine. I'm so sorry. Starts with the courage to be seen and heard. Your story matters and someone needs to hear it. Was I not saying that with the freaking, the wise one? The Hierophant. There's something that you have inside of you that needs to be shared, that needs to be heard, and it will be moving for somebody else to hear it. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, fear shining brightly keeps you in the shadows. This is crazy because at the bottom you have mask. So we'll get there. But yeah, you have mask. Fear shining brightly keeps you in the shadows, hiding and shrinking. There's no way to claim your voice and avoid rejection, criticism, and judgment. But you are not for everybody. If everyone likes you, you're not really being you. Declaration, I'm ready to be seen and be heard. This definitely might be the air sign pile. Like, if you're a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, this could have been attracted to this pile. And it's like, with the star too, like this is about like being in the limelight. Like maybe you're holding out on whatever idea this is because you don't want to be in the limelight. But it's like, how I talked about it, I think I talked about it earlier, like you're not going to get a dream come true without doing something that you don't want to do. Like there's always going to be some type of sacrifice involved with it. So as much as you might want to like be out of the limelight, that might be exactly where you need to be because other people need to hear your story and it might encourage them to get into the limelight. Or just to open up in general. Okay, let's go to number 18, mask. Jumpy. Jumbies are the scary, shadowy, otherworldly spirits and monsters of the Caribbean. Where is the lie? Get quiet to get clear. Put your hand on your heart. Now you are confused. Now, are you confused or are you afraid? Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Show your true face. Wearing a mask blocks your vulnerability and blessings. If you're wearing a mask, dare to reveal yourself. You are lying to others and to yourself. Wearing a mask is exhausting. Be you. If someone else is wearing a mask with you, you deserve clarity. Your relationship and connection is built on lies. Their mask is a projection of your own. Declaration, I am willing to remove the mask. So for some of you guys, maybe you've been saying you're happy about something, but you're really not happy about it. And it's time for you to just come out and say it. Like, I'm not happy with this. Or maybe it's you with yourself. Maybe where you are in the current moment, you're like, I'm not happy with this. And I need to be honest with myself. I need to change it. I need to, bring more light, bring more joy into my life. But to do that, you have to really face yourself, face your fears. And have the emphasis on don't shrink. Like both of these cards, like this is shine, and this card said don't shrink. Like don't shrink yourself down to, make other people feel good about themselves. Be you. And if they can't handle you being you, they're not for you. Let them go. Okay, let's get some closing messages here. Shuffle one more time. And then we'll get closing messages for my pile too. What do they need to know? What blessings are coming in next 3 to 5 days? Yeah, I think the biggest blessing coming in is just like this honesty. You being honest with yourself, or you being honest with other people about who you are, and really showing your shine and not dimming yourself down for anybody. Okay. That felt weird. Okay. One more spirit. So far you have the moon and the Page of Swords. And the Empress. Okay. The blessings coming in the next 3 to 5 days is you're going to be forced to really surrender to your intuition. That's for sure. Because the moon is about hidden feelings, hidden emotions, anxiety, and fear. And that fear all comes from not knowing what's going to happen next. but that's the shadow. The light is you have to just feel your intuition, feel and trust your feelings about what's going to happen, like embracing that unknown, because you don't need to know what's going to happen. You're never always going to know what happens, and that's okay. Then you have the Page of Swords. This might be something, next 2 to 5 days, you might share something online or see something online that really helps you to connect with this energy that I'm talking about sharing yourself. You could see someone sharing their self, and it just really reminds you of yourself, and that helps you shine a little bit brighter, because you're like, I'm not alone. I'm not by myself. There's other people like me. Or it could be you doing that for other people, you putting something out there that is really like something that you wouldn't normally do, something that you would normally have anxiety or fear to post, and you look so good. Like, you look immaculate, the Empress. You are, the blessings that are coming in from this is like when you put yourself out there, it is allowing you to attract the energy that you need. Like, the Empress attracts everything that she needs, and everything that comes to her, she turns it into fine wine, she turns it into gold. And it's because she's tapped in with spirit, like, ultimately. Like, she's so trusting of her intuition that she doesn't have to go out and get stuff. Like, stuff that she needs just come to her because she knows it will. So I feel like in the next 3 to 5 days, that's going to be a blessing that you have, is putting out the truth and blessings just coming in afterward. Like, things that you want just coming to you after. Can we get some closing messages, Spirit? Why is the moon here? The Star again. Hope, faith, healing. Dipping your toes in. It doesn't all happen at once. It's a process. It's a progress. With the 9 of Cups, I was talking about that journey. It's a journey. I feel like the blessings that are coming in is you're going to be seeing the beauty in the journey. You're going to be seeing, like, you're going to be feeling like very just tapped in with your intuition, very tapped in with hope, with healing, with faith, like not knowing how everything has to come together. Like, I'm thinking about the Wheel of Fortune, because it's about divine timing. Like, you don't know when things are going to happen, you don't know how they're going to happen, it doesn't matter. Those are questions that you don't have to worry about. Things that just slow you down, they're things that just gives you fear, they're things that just give you anxiety. You don't need that. You need healing, you need hope, you need faith. Like, you just need to have faith through those situations. That's what it's about, in whatever deity or higher power you believe in. What blessings are coming in the next 3 to 5 days, Spirit? The Ace of Wands. Again, I think that's the second time I'm seeing the Ace of Wands. Am I tripping? I might be tripping. I don't know. Yes, the Ace of Wands came in here with an answer or a question. I am seeing it twice. I'm tripping. It's right here in my face. If you came in here with an answer or with a question, the answer is yes. The Page of Swords, clarified by the 10 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. I feel like there's a hesitance, again, like I was talking about, like there's a hesitance to be in the limelight. There's a hesitance maybe to share things on social media. Maybe you're a more private person. But I feel like in the next 2 to 5 days, you might be sharing something that makes you really happy, despite not wanting to. Next 2 to 5 days, I feel like something that's coming in that's good is some type of surrender. Doing things that you don't want to do, but the divine is making you do them for your own benefit. You're going to be sharing something or seeing something that shows, somebody like shows happiness, but also like possibly that person or you yourself will be talking about how it wasn't always like that. Like, you might have been feeling like this energy here for me, this is like cynical energy, and it's about saying no all the time. Like, sometimes you gotta know when to hold them, and sometimes you gotta know when to fold them. That's the first thing in my mind. And it's like, yeah, sometimes you have to like know when you're making your own life miserable because you're saying no to all these opportunities that can make you happy. Yeah, okay. Next 2 to 5 days, I feel like you might be, you know, doing something or posting something that makes you happy, but like I said, it's just against what you would normally do. Like you normally like, nah, I'm not gonna post that. No, I'm not gonna share that. But you're gonna share it and it's gonna be beneficial. The Empress, so as the Empress here in spirit, clarify the Empress. It's like how to need to know what blessings are coming in next 2 to 5 days. The blessings are coming in next 2 to 5 days. Empress, Taurus, and Libra energy. So I get some Taurus and some Libras in here. The King of Cups. Okay. Yep. Okay. The next 2 to 5 days, I feel like what blessings are coming in is you, like, I said this earlier too, like, it's about getting something off your chest, being honest with somebody. The 5 of Swords is, like, being completely and entirely honest with somebody, and it's like having this like winner mentality. Like it's like, I don't care who I'm going up against, I'm about to let everything rip, and I don't care how anybody feels about it. It feels good in the moment, but later on you might not. You might look back and be like, why did I do that? I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to blow up like that. But it's normal, it's natural, it's what we all do. And if it's not you and somebody else getting into this conversation, because like I said, it's different for everybody. It takes what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm reading for several different storylines, different plots for different people. It could also be an inner conflict that you're having with yourself. Like how I was saying, like, oh no, I shouldn't do this. Oh yes, I should. Oh no, I shouldn't do that. Like, no, I shouldn't share that. It's about you having that conflict with yourself, and in the end, I feel like it's your feelings who win. Like you're not gonna let the logic win. Because the King of Cups is representative of the water signs, Capricorn. It might be Capricorn, I don't know. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. It represents a person who's emotionally mature, a person who really listens to their feelings, but they don't wear their heart on their sleeve. They're really in connection with their intuition. So I feel like your intuition is really like leading the show right now. Next 3 to 5 days, that's something that's happening. Your intuition is going to be leading you out of conflict with yourself and out of doing things that you feel like are weird, or maybe you shouldn't do those things, but really those things could be something that open up all these other doors and opportunities to what you really want, which is, you know, this star that keeps coming out. Like there's some dream, something that you want, something that you're wishing for, but it's going to require you to do something that you're not necessarily comfortable with. Do something that's different than what you normally do. It's in 5s too, like they represent change, they represent difficulty, because change is not easy for most people. So yeah, it's making this change, and maybe this change is also related to you allowing, like you not chasing after stuff, you just allowing things to come to you. But it's like you have to put something out to even attract people, you know, like that. You still have to put some type of energy out there to attract people. But it's like, it's not doing too much, it's just doing you. Sharing yourself. Alright, pile number 2, that's all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Please like, comment, subscribe, share this video with a friend. Do I have anything else to say? I don't think so. I love you guys. See you next time.